What's going on, guys? It is the Sunlight Blade, and I would just like to take this time before the video to give a massive thank you and shout out to this guy, SCP-682. He helped get me the items I needed to make this new build really quickly, so massive thanks to him. Now that's out the way, let's get to it. So, this is my best mage build, sorcerer build, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever made. In my personal opinion, I mean, it suits my playstyle is why I like it so much. And it uses most of the sorceries. It has about 44 intelligence, so of course it doesn't have the, white dragon breath, but it has a good fair few. I mostly use crystal soul spear and homing crystal soul mass, and occasionally for a few of the fights I buffed my weapon with crystal magic weapon. Actually, I think I only did that once. But yeah, as you can see from that second clip, it is horrendously powerful. I think everyone already knew that crystal soul spear and things like that were very powerful, but I one-shot that white phantom with it. It's a dexterity build, so I'm using dex weapons because I don't have many dexterity builds, to be honest. I have a few, but I mostly use strength weapons, so this was quite interesting for me. Put me out of my comfort zone a bit. I very rarely use casting builds either, so it was a really good experience. Incorporated a lot of weapons, moonlight butterfly horn, as you can see here. Now, what I wanted to ask you guys was do you want to see wins? Do you want to see losses and wins, or just wins? Because in this video, in all my other videos, I've included some losses. In this video, what I did was include every single match I had in the forest today. Not today, I filmed this a while ago, but every single match I had, I've included in this video. All the losses, all the wins. So there's a fair few losses. But the thing is, I think you can learn as much, if not as much, then maybe more than you can from watching a loss than from watching a win. So I don't know, I just think it'd be good for you guys to see my losses as well as my wins. But if you don't want to see that, just tell me in the comments. As we have here, we have a guy with a Demon Great Machete. Shout out to that weapon. It's a beast weapon. He's doing a good job of using it. This fight I was a bit upset with because it was going really well so far. He's doing a good job of avoiding my spear, and yeah, we're both just doing pretty well. But then he uses the Hornet Ring. I don't mind too much. I just thought, since we're having such a good fight, I don't know, I was just a bit upset that it ended prematurely, but it was still fun. So I'm using I think it's a magic bow, or is it an enchanted bow? I think it's a magic bow with enchanted arrows. Sorry, it's a magic composite bow. I should say that. Haven't used bows on many builds, and I'm trying to use bows more, because it's really good for adding a bit of pressure, and with the correct stats they can actually do quite a bit of damage. So yeah, that's good. I really not struggle, but I just dislike fighting backstab fishers like this. Guys in full giant stacking on the health. All they do is come for the backstab. Like, you can see them circling the entire fight. It's just so annoying. See, when you get things like this, it's clear they're going for the backstab because it cancels each other out. It's just annoying. I think I could have beaten him actually if he hadn't healed. And the fact is, now that he's healed, I healed, but he's still got the advantage now because he is now aware that I have castings. Because you see earlier on I got a very quick pivot soul spear cast, which did quite a bit of his health. That's only a surprise tactic, to be honest. It's not really something you can do twice in one match. Well, you can, but very unlikely if they're any kind of good player. And then I did a little poke with the tin crystallization catalyst. Just because I can. No, but yeah, he's coming around for the backstabs again. See, I go for a pivot one hit. Oh, and actually he is stupid because he just ran into it again, so But yeah, he still wins anyway, and that sort of annoys me because I don't know, he's just really pleased with himself, even though all he did was fish the entire fight. But anyway, Dark Souls, I've got past the point of Dark Souls really annoying me anymore. I just, play it for fun. Doesn't really frustrate me anymore, especially as much as it used to. So here, I think, is the only fight where I buffed my Shotel with that crystal magic weapon, and after this fight I don't think I used it again because I realised how insanely... It's not overpowered. I don't want to say anything's overpowered anymore in case From nerfs it again, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, it's not overpowered, but it's really good, and I just thought it ended the fights too quickly. I mean, there, the fight's over now, because it can hit through the shield, and with a strong attack hitting through a shield does like, I don't know, 500 to 600 damage. I think that was one-handed as well, and that's just insane. So yeah, I stopped doing that and just went back to some normal dexterity weapons. And yeah, I said I'd include every match, and that's not really a match, but yeah, just a random host getting one-shotted. Okay, yeah, so I've just finished editing another video, the starting class guerrilla warfare video. I'm not sure which one will be uploaded first, but I think it will be the starting class guerrilla warfare video. So I'd just like to say, if you haven't watched that one, please go and watch it because it's great fun. It's a very good idea that Elite and Big Tata and I think Judas and some other people made the idea for it and put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, please go and check that video out for more information. And here we have a host struggling to get rid of the forest NPC, so I give him some time, and then we can start. Quite like the Fury Sword. Well, first of all, it looks amazing, and I mean, it's not too bad in terms of damage. It's a good moveset as well. The critical attacks are pretty rubbish, like that, but I mean, yeah, otherwise it's a pretty good weapon. Good fight to that guy. This is one of the longest videos I've put out in quite a while. I'm not sure whether people like that or not, so yeah, if you have any preferences, just leave it in the comments. Tell me if you enjoy these length videos with commentary or not. I've put out quite a few sort of music montage videos recently about uploaders quitting and things like that, but I think, well, I know why Rosie's quit, but that's not really something I can say. And Jay Blackmill, I think he's just taking a break, so that's a bit different. Maybe he'll come back in Dark Souls 2, but yeah, of course I'm really excited for Dark Souls 2. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to, upload some stuff on that, try and get some PvP going on Dark Souls 2 as soon as possible with you guys. And I've recently hit, I think, 350 subscribers, which is awesome. So thank you everyone for that. When I started YouTube and I got my first like 5 subscribers, I was amazed. So it's kind of a shock. It's not like a huge amount of subscribers, but I mean, for me it is. It's hard to explain really, but yeah, I mean, it's become like a fairly big part of my life now, editing videos and things like that. So yeah, thank you guys. So we have a pair of very happy gankers there. But yeah, the fights that I lose, I would say I come fairly close to winning. So I hope you guys can learn things from it. Is why I'm leaving them in there. Because first of all, I don't want to be a YouTuber that only uploads wins, because that's completely pointless. I mean, it's not pointless to let people like to see that, of course, but I mean, it's just not really what I want to do, not the impression I want to give of myself. I'm trying to make it out that I'm sort of, I guess Judas would say, an MLG pro, but I mean, I think I play the game more for fun, really. Learn as I go along, kind of thing. Alright, so I'm using the Painted Guardian top, Painted Guardian gloves, and Havel leggings, which means I have quite low poise, to be honest. Yeah, and I heal because, oh, this fight was quite annoyed me, actually, I'm not going to lie. First of all, I just cannot parry that Fury Sword for the life of me, but that's not the thing that annoyed me. I think he healed, but if he didn't, just constant Wrath of the Gods. I have no problem with it, but in my opinion, if you're going to spam Wrath of the Gods, then I'm going to heal. I don't see why you should be able to use something like spammy like that, and I shouldn't be allowed to heal, especially in the forest. If it was a setup match, well then, first of all, you probably wouldn't be spamming Wrath of the Gods. But anyway, that's why I did that gesture. I haven't not done that gesture for months. It felt kind of strange. I don't know why that fight annoyed me so much, but yeah. That's why that happened. This guy moved at exactly the right time, dodging that arrow. Really like the composite bow, actually. And this is why you should never grass too close to someone in the forest. It's not a good idea. And this is also why you should not leave the forest NPCs alive if you're going to host in the forest. It's just counterintuitive. Why would you leave yourself more enemies to deal with? I mean, and you're being invaded. So yeah, I let this guy deal with him the forest farming way. So I didn't really protect the forest, I guess, but I am now. He's dead now. Yeah, that was fun. I'm fairly sure that fight we had before this with the guy spamming Wrath of the Gods, if there's anyone here that can rewatch that, I mean, was I imagining things or did he have modded armor? Because I seem to be hitting absolute rubbish on him. I think it was that fight. Oh, and this one's interesting. Look how much damage I hit on him. 1,400. Over 1,400. With a Soul Spear and Homing Crystal Soul Mass. I thought that was pretty interesting. And yeah, here's the last gank. And this, I've saved the best till last. It's also, yeah, it's just so typical. I could not believe it when it happened. Absolutely unbelievable. To be honest, I think I would have won. Well, I don't know about that, but I was doing pretty well. You know, hit and running, dodging all their backstab attempts, things like that, like dead angling, and then my controller disconnects. Okay, yeah. Maybe they thought I just gave up or something. Alright guys, thank you all for being awesome. See you next time.